Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, you guys have seen the title. You owe me. My ex pays for my new man and he pays all the bills. No cap. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It'll help the channel out and I very much appreciate it. Now let's get into this content. Now, this young lady, Blue Jazz, is an Instagram entertainer. She calls herself. She does many things on Instagram to support the lifestyle that she is currently living. I know you guys have seen this viral video surfacing the web all over the internet on everybody's sites. Men are triggered, women are gathering, getting their information together. The red pill is pissed off. The ladies who are hypergamous are talking. There are so many conversations currently happening right now because of this video that has gone viral. But let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's see why these things are triggering so many people in different ways. Now, I once posted a video about a week ago of what another young lady who offered a date to someone on Instagram. And when she went out on this date with this man, the bill was over $500. And here we are again seeing another influencer, another Instagram model, if you want to say it like that, having her way. And a lot of people like to say she's getting her cake and eating it too, but is she right? Is she correct in her, thinking and her ways of being, or is she just toxic? A lot of people think she's toxic. They think that she feels like she's entitled. And plainly, they're just sick and tired of seeing this same thing happen over and over and over again. But who's the sucker? Who is the sucker at the end of the day? Now, for those of you who don't know the story, let me give you guys a little bit of the backstory. Now, she was dating a guy. She doesn't reveal his name. She wants to continue to keep him a secret. She wants to protect his identity, which is respectable on her end. But she was dating him for some time. And in that time that they were dating, things did not, prosper. They didn't see eye to eye. They both felt mutually that the relationship was not going anywhere, and therefore they should go their own way. They still, were able to remain friends. Now, we all know what that means. Sometimes when you still remain friends, everybody knows that you are kind of on that list of, if I'm lonely at 2 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night, I know that I got my little black book. I can dial that number and my quote unquote friend will come over. But she says they were just friends. It was not like that. Okay. So some time down the line, she gets into another relationship and she is dating a different man. And during the relationship with her ex, he supported her in a way that upgraded her lifestyle. She wasn't able to afford the things that he was giving her at the time, but after their breakup, he decided he was going to continue to pay her rent and continue to pay her car. And she feels that she is entitled to him continuously paying this until she is able to do it for herself. That is the back end of the story. Now let's continue. So I know that this brings questions. This rises concern and rises so many questions, but what would you do if you were dating someone? You know what I'm saying? Some of these women, they get into these relationships because they look a certain way and they are able to attract high value men because of their image. I've stated that before in other videos. And sometimes, fellas, you're paying for that. You're paying for that image. You're paying for that trophy girlfriend, trophy wife, whatever you may call it. sadly, you're paying for it. But at what expense does it stop? If the relationship stops, if the marriage is over, do you have some type of further responsibility to continue to pay for the upkeep of these women? Are you still responsible for making sure that they continue to live the lifestyle that you afforded for them? Some say yes, some say no. Now, we all remember the story with DMX. Just recently, DMX's girlfriend, who was with him for almost a decade, I think it was a little short of 10 years, she just settled in court with the plea that she did not want, that she did not expect, because she thought at the end of the day that she was going to receive a settlement under the common law marriage. And she did not get it. And everyone was surprised. People were like, whoa, she's been with them for almost 10 years. He's been supporting her lifestyle for all these years. And she's not entitled to anything. She's not entitled to any of his hard-earned money. See? It didn't work there, ladies. Should be a lesson learned. So now we have Miss Blue Jazz. And she is now in a different relationship with a different man. And she still feels that she's entitled for her ex to continue to pay her bills, continue to pay her car note, continue to pay these things, and continue to support this lifestyle that he created for her, because she feels that he owes her that. She feels that he introduced her to this lifestyle, and now that she's used to living like this, he has to continue to keep paying her bills and paying her way so that, she can continue this image until she is able to get on her feet, until she is able to do it herself. But I got questions. And I know that some of you guys got the same questions out there. Like, you with a whole nother being. You with a whole new man, new relationship. You've moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this individual, whoever this man is that she's dating, is he okay with this? Like, if I was dating somebody and I know that this individual still has ties to their ex, and their ex is still supporting them in these major ways, because if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be able to live the way they live and carry on how they carry on. And I don't know if I would be okay with being with somebody like that, who's so dependent on another person, who was once having sex with this person, you know what I'm saying, was once in love with this person, who was so majorly influenced by this person. I don't think that I would feel comfortable with that. So I have to ask you men, would you be okay with this? I know the men are out there thinking, what kind of beta? I can hear the conversations. He's a beta man. He's a beta male. He's letting this happen. I can hear the conversations out there already. He's a simp. He's simping out. He's allowing this man to do these things. I can hear it. But it's true though. What kind of man sits there and allows another man to support his woman in such a way? Because if I was that man, I'd be thinking, what are you doing? What are you continuously doing to receive these gifts? Because after a relationship is over, it's a gift. It's no longer a luxury. It's no longer, I'm supporting you because you're my woman. You're mine. Now, It's a gift. And I'm continuously giving you this gift. And sometimes we know that when somebody is receiving something, it's because they're getting something in return. So what are you giving in return to receive these gifts? That's the question I would have if I was her man. But as the story unfolds, she says that her man is okay with it. She says that her man is understanding and he knows everything that's going on and he's fine with it. Makes me think that they're both playing this X. It makes me think that they're both getting their bag, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this X. And secondly, who is this X? Why does he feel like he needs to continue to uphold her lifestyle and support her lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? What kind of toxic relationship did these two have where she has that kind of hold on him? She has that kind of control on him, because if you listen to her, she says, oh, he's going to do it. And if he doesn't, I'm going to make things very hard for him. Now, we all know people like that. We all know people who date toxic people, and when they break up with them, they make their lives a living hell. That's what she's saying that she would do if he did not give her what she felt she deserved. She would make his life a living hell, that she was not going to move. She was not going to, give him his items back. If he wanted the car back, she was not going to give it back. She was not going to give him the loft back that he bought for her. She was not going to give these things back to him. But, guys, like we all know, at the end of the day, if he wanted to take her to court, if he wanted to have her kicked out, and use authorities to do it, he will get his items back. He will get his possessions back. But in her mind, it's just the audacity to feel like she's entitled, and if she has that type of control, that where if she says she's not going to give it back, there's nothing that he can do to get it back. But at the same time, she's not going to pay for it. So if you don't pay for it, this is your credit at the end of the day. This is your credit. This is your name. And so what are you going to do? So you kind of find yourself stuck in a hard place, a rock in a hard place, right? Fellas, is this a learning lesson? Is this a learning lesson? Now, I asked you guys in my last video, you know what I'm saying? Is it worth paying for pretty? Are you willing to pay for pretty? Because that's what this is. This guy is paying for pretty. And he's paying a pretty good price. This time it's not a $500, almost $600 dinner. It's a BMW and a loft. And I think she mentions in another video that the loft was like thousands of dollars, like $3,000 to $6,000 a month. And her BMW. But there's more to this story, guys. There's more to this story. Let's listen.
I have a question. What if, I didn't say the whole story from the beginning, but I was dating this person for 4 or 5 years. And in the first 2 years, I supported myself, but also helped them build their business. And this, I dedicated all my space and time and everything to their personal business. And I ended up getting them a $50,000 loan. I ended up doing a whole bunch of things that set them up to be in the space where they were able to make $3,500, let's say, a night on their space or whatever. So then that's at the second year. I was probably 23, 24 years old when I did that. So then when the person got me the car and the apartment and everything, I was 27, but our relationship was already dying off. We were friends, but you know what I mean? And to this day, he pays for it. So does it make it different that I helped him become more established or get into a space where those bills are able to be paid?
Yo, now we hear a different perspective. Now we have a difference in opinion. See, this is what happens when we listen to a piece of a segment. This is what happens when we only have, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole puzzle, but there's a few pieces missing and you just can't quite make out the story because those pieces of the puzzle are important, but we can't figure it out. We don't have them. We don't have all the puzzles to make out the story. That's what happened. We were only presented a piece of the puzzle, and all these different social media outlets and all these different pages and all these different channels, and you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, you can go everywhere and you can find this story, and you're only going to hear a piece of the story to where it makes her seem like she's the villain in this whole thing. Like, come on, come on. You guys heard her. Now, if that's true, if this is true what she says, then damn, it seems like she was Jenny from the block. It seems like she was the one who was holding him down. It seems like she was the one who put her neck out on the line and went out and got a $50,000 loan. Ladies, how many of you guys would have done that? How many women out there would have taken out a $50,000 loan for their boyfriend? How many of us would have supported his dream and his vision to do this and to do that? With the without this, I wouldn't have this. And for that, a little bit. You don't know at the end of the day if this is going to be something that's going to be prosperous or not. If this $50,000 is going to be a flock. If you're going to lose this at the end of the day, if you're going to be at the short end of the stick. She went out on a limb and did this for him. And as a result of it, he became successful. She does mention that he was already, six-figure earning man, on the lower end of six figures, that he had some other little things going on in his life that was, pushing him towards that direction. But because of her help, in the 2 years, in just a short 2-year relationship that they had, she was giving him $50,000. $50,000 without a note. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, we would have been signing some type of a promissory note. You know what I'm saying? We would have had some type of a agreement that, at the 5-year mark, or if this makes you successful, if you get success out of this, you owe this back to me. I love you, but this is not a gift. Sir, this is not a gift. This is merely a loan. This is a loan with the intent of it being paid back to me in the future. But she did not do that. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a like, love, support, whatever you want to call it. She didn't set that up. So now she feels that he is entitled to pay this lifestyle that he afforded for her. And she's lucky at the end of the day that she met that she has this type of dude. You know what I'm saying? As toxic as it may seem to all of us, she is lucky that he's just not one of these ghost type of niggas that's going to be like, thank you, but we not together anymore. And it was good while it lasted. Deuces. Because there are a lot of guys out there who would have done just that. Deuces. Thank you, but deuces. 50 grand, but deuces. Good sex, but deuces. You know what I'm saying? They would have deuced her at the end of the day. But he's a stand-up guy. And he's like, yo, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for holding me down all these years. Thank you for continuously, putting yourself out there on the line for my success. Thank you. Thank you for going out there and putting your credit on the line. Thank you for going out there and getting this $50,000 loan that I couldn't get for myself. Thank you. And because you did this, I am going to continue to pay for your car that I bought for you. I'm going to continue to pay for this loft that I got for you until you can get it on your own. until you can support yourself and be able to afford it on your own. And whenever that is, I'm going to continue to pay it. Your dude's okay with it. He has an understanding of what this agreement, this business agreement that we have between each other is. And now it is what it is. The world can see it for what it is. The world can have their opinions, but this woman held me down. We don't see eye to eye. We're not good for each other. We're toxic for each other. There's just no love there. Love is lost. But at the end of the day, she was a business partner. We had a verbal agreement. We made this agreement with each other, and I'm going to uphold my end. And because she did that, I'm going to continue to pay for all these things that makes her happy, because I couldn't have been the man that I am today if it wasn't for her. And everybody else could like it or love it. It really doesn't matter. So you guys tell me in the comment section what you would have done. Who's right in this situation? Do you feel that the man is simping out? Do you feel that she's entitled to these gifts? Or do you feel it's a mutual agreement between the two of them and they should carry on the way they're carrying on? And if everybody's happy, then we love it. But you tell me down in the comment section what you guys think. This has been my video, guys. I thank you guys for continuously listening. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Don't forget to smash the like video. You like it or you dislike it, we love it all the same. But smash one of those buttons and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.